Number 2 is consideration of any changes, additions, or removal to the agenda. And I don't see any here. Does anyone else have any
No.
changes? Okay, let's go ahead and jump right into item number 3, annual board reorganization. I'd love to entertain a motion for a chairman of the board.
We'll move to nominate Ron Bixby as chair
I would second that.
before he has a chance to say no.
Are there any ayes?
Aye.
Any nays?
Aye. It's outnumbered, it doesn't matter.
Okay, and I take it there's no discussion, so I will hand the meeting over to Chairman Ron Bixby. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. All right, then the next item on the agenda or board reorganization is select a vice chair.
Move to nominate PJ Donahue as vice chair.
I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Elect a clerk of the board of directors.
I will move for Nicole, or Logan Nicole to be.
Logan, I'll second.
Hi guys, I'm not sure if you can hear me.
We can.
I cannot hear anything,
Uh-oh.
unfortunately.
Patrick's
So I'm
on.
going to stop the Zoom.
Okay.
Okay?
Can you hear us now? Oh,
No, he won't. No, I'm going to have
Okay.
to I'm going to reboot this. I think that was part of the problem.
It's been a problem.
hmm.
I have had that every now and then in this room.
Oh, in this room?
Rebooting usually helps. We had that at an electric commission meeting one time when we forgot to tell you
It's this
guys that
laptop.
we were here.
And so, just as a sidebar, and we should talk at some point about
Is it in the budget?
support for equipment going forward, because there's some things that need addressing.
We do have a new laptop.
Wrong meeting, bring it up in the trustees.
At the trustees.
Hopefully we have this problem in the trustees meeting.
Enterprise. Yes,
Pens down, pens
this laptop
down.
needs an update.
Oh, we haven't even gotten to you yet. You shouldn't even be taking any notes.
That's right, why am I doing
You're
this?
not even the recording secretary yet.
Save the ink.
Mainly because nobody else is taking notes.
Yes, Patrick, we
Well,
will.
the clerk, and the clerk.
Yeah,
I mean,
this
it's
is my
okay,
job
just-
now, right? Yeah.
Updates here and there.
This
but-
is true.
All right,
Needs to
fingers
happen.
crossed.
You have an extra. How do you have an extra?
At least he didn't look like a,
I have Jared's old one too, but it's not very good. Yeah, that's a brand new one. Well, we'll take an inventory of our.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Test.
I was gonna try and get on them. I know Brendan always brought his laptop and he always zoomed in.
Yeah. You can share screen. That's the main advantage.
I
You need
know.
to share screen for
I know.
documents.
I know.
Okay, so there is audio, but you just need to project.
Is it these mics or is it the central mic?
No, so the laptop cannot input audio from an external source. So right now, it's only the laptop microphone that's able to pick up the sound. So if you talk loudly, he'll be able to hear. But those microphones are I can only record with those microphones right now.
So these don't matter.
Well, they matter for the recording, but like not
But
for
not for
him
the
on
Zoom call.
Zoom. For him on Zoom to hear, it's only from the laptop. So I'm gonna turn the laptop and face it at least towards you guys.
Fair enough. Appreciate that.
Yeah, and that should be enough to pick it
Yeah,
up. It's not
yeah.
gonna be optimal for him, but he'll be able to hear. And he hasn't rejoined yet.
I just texted him.
Do you know who he is? Oh, he's
George Fiore, he's the fourth member.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's one of our allocation requests.
who also got just Dan.
Huh?
Okay. Aaron knows the details on the allocation, so
All right.
I have not studied and prepped for that.
Some of them were a little confusing, so,
Yeah, and she's got the deets. She's got all the details on them.
good.
Great.
Congratulations on your appointment, your other appointment last night.
As long as you got the first appointment.
Yes, I did.
Okay. That's the only, under the stipulation thereof.
I know. Yep, you betcha.
Thank you.
We will get together and
And the third one's,
a go
good.
as well. Yep, the
Good.
three of us will get together and discuss a game plan.
Good.
And then maybe have a spring informational meeting.
Mhm. And the existing is notified?
Not yet, but I will. See if there's anything that needs to be turned over.
Tell you later.
Okay, I assume that was
Yeah.
gonna be that, yep.
Well, that's his problem.
We'll be here in a minute, yeah. Oh, let's see. No problem, I cannot hear him back in the meeting now, no one logged in yet.
Hmm?
He said he's back in the meeting now, no one logged in yet.
It is,
We're under the Ludlow Village trustees. Hi, Jim.
Should we keep moving until we get to the water allocation?
Otherwise, we'll be here a long time.
Yeah,
Why
what-
don't you do that?
And we have trustees till at 6.
oh, we're not the same one.
Different link, yeah.
Hmm?
Different link, it happens.
And we have Anastasia.
There it is.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to continue with the annual board reorganization. Item D, appoint Ludlow Enterprise Fund Committee member.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to ask that we table this particular item for appointment, so that I can do a little more homework research and come back with a recommendation.
That's fine with me, because the last I knew, we weren't very active in that
Correct.
at this point, so.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, so item D is tabled for further discussion on upcoming meeting. Item E, set day and time for regular meetings and alternate meetings.
I'll move that we continue on with the meeting time, the second, or the first Tuesday of each month at 5 o'clock.
What is our alternate time?
The second Tuesday of.
Alternate meetings, yeah, second Tuesday, yeah.
Mhm.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Item F, adopt Robert's Rules of Order.
I'll move to use Robert Rules of Order for our meetings.
I will second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item G, appoint recording secretary.
I move that we appoint Leisha Kleiber, our recording secretary.
I second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. And item H, designate newspaper of record.
I move that we use Vermont Journal as our newspaper of record.
I second that.
All those in favor of the Vermont Journal, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Excuse me, do you want to have the alternate as the Rutland Herald?
Yeah, that's what I've done on other boards, is that,
Yep.
do we normally have an alternate? Appreciate you.
Good job.
Yeah.
So item H now is designate newspaper of record for the Journal and the Rutland Herald as an alternate. All those in favor of H?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item 4, approve minutes from previous meeting of March 3rd, 2026.
I move that we approve the meeting minutes as they stand from March 3rd.
I'll second that.
All those in favor of approval of the minutes?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item 5, comments from citizens. I don't believe we have any, so we'll move on. Item 6, department head report. We have in front of us the monthly report for March 26 from Joe from the Ludlow Water Department. Springs are producing plenty of water. The springs produced a total of 15.9 million gallons of water in March, and the town used 7.9. March of '25 was 12.9. We used 7.1, so we're plenty of water. State of Vermont Drinking Water, Groundwater Protection Division will be inspecting our springs. The sanitary survey happens every 3 years. I guess this is the third year, so that'll be going on. Any idea when that's happening?
It was done the very last week of March. We did pass. The person that did the survey indicated we do need a new building, which leads us to, as we all know, the facility itself the entire facility needs an upgrade. So we can talk about that in the future.
No timeline on that.
No timeline on that.
Okay.
But we did pass the survey that was conducted, or condition assessment that's conducted.
Is there a written report of those results or anything?
Joe should be getting one.
Okay. Joe's indicating that conflict in the Middle East has forced him to upgrade his cybersecurity for the SCADA system, and we now have multi-factor authentication working to help keep our system safe from cyber attacks.
Oh, it's interesting.
Definitely.
We're working on an upgrade to our SCADA system at the Electric Commission too right now. I'm curious. I may want to connect with Joe and find out more about that.
Yeah.
Cool. Next item is important to us. Recently here, we had M&M Excavating install a new gate valve in the 6-inch water line that loops Thompson and Ryan Avenue. Preliminary results have shown that the owner of 15 said his water filters were not as dirty as they had been before, and the valve is closed, so this is an ongoing issue that we'll be discussing, I'm sure, in a minute along the way. Our water tanks are in great shape. Godfrey tank is working the way it's supposed to be. Distribution system is doing what it's supposed to do, and we're lucky to have the 5 service line. We're lucky to only have 5 service lines freeze up this year. And the flushing of deep lawn cord extension is weekly, and respectfully submitted, Joe. Any comments on the department head report?
I will copy that into the minutes, as I have been doing.
Yes, absolutely. We don't need a motion on this, do we?
No.
All right, moving right along. Age receivables report. Penny, any comments on this?
We are making progress. Logan, for your benefit, at the beginning of the calendar year, just for water, that you see on the last page, we always kind of key in on those over 120 days for water. You see we're currently sitting at $7,216.71. At the beginning of the calendar year, we were at approximately 12,000 due. And then in March, early March, at our last water commissioners meeting, we were sitting at about 9,300. So we are making progress. I want to bring to the commissioner's attention, we do have one resident under a payment plan, and that person has not paid on that payment plan since the end of September of 2025. So I am going to write a letter and ask for half the amount that is owed in water, at least. This resident is on the first page. A total of water and sewer together is $5,122, and they're incurring the interest for late fees and such. So, in the past, you all set up that water plan. We implemented the payment plan, excuse me. There were payments that were made in June for a couple of months, and then they tapered off. So I think I need to send a letter
Follow up.
and
Yep.
garner a little attention in terms of trying to get some payment here. Okay? Other than that, we're doing okay. There are some others that we probably need to focus on within the village area, and I'll be working with Diane on that.
Okay. Great.
I know in the past, the previous town manager would hit this time of year and say that he was heading towards shutting off service if we weren't receiving payments. Are we
Yes.
heading in that direction?
Yes,
We are, okay.
Yep. we will.
All right, let's keep us in the know.
You bet.
Thanks.
Okay. Water allocation requests. First item on the agenda is item A, 223 Route 100 South. Currently has allocation for a 3-bedroom home, would like four additional one-bedrooms to make it a 7-bedroom home.
Okay. Yes.
So the owner is on Zoom, Anastasia. She does have a permit for interior renovations right now. Anastasia, can you just remind me, do these bedrooms already exist, or is that going to be part of what you're adding as part of the interior renovations?
So 5 bedrooms exist. I purchased the house as a 5-bedroom house. And since it's almost 3,500 square feet, I'd like to have a 6-bedroom house and then an ADU in the garage, which would be a 7-bedroom altogether.
All right.
Did you have any concerns?
I recommend you proceed with the 7-bedroom allocation.
And the fact that it was sold as a 5, but we have it as a 3, that is just normal that we're finding out?
Anastasia just purchased the home,
Okay.
so that was not her doing.
Yeah.
She's trying to make it right by coming here and updating to the appropriate amount of bedrooms.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. All right, what do you think on this one?
I move to approve Anastasia's request to adjust 223 Route 100 South from a 3-bedroom to a 7-bedroom.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
All right.
Aye. Opposed? So moved on item A. All right, moving on to item B, 8 Okemo Heights. Currently has an allocation for 3 bedrooms. Would like one additional bedroom to make a 4-bedroom home. And this is on Okemo Heights, 8 Okemo Heights Extension.
I am not familiar with this application.
Says there's no hookup necessary because they're already on the system.
Okemo Heights.
I would just ask if they are adding an extra bedroom to come into my office for a interior renovations permit, if you do approve the 4-bedroom.
Before we approve it?
I would approve it in
I think
advance.
we can improve it conditionally, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so there was a motion and approval to approve this,
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve.
and second?
Yep, I'll second that with the condition that they also follow through with
Yep.
applying.
Yeah, we have a phone number, we can reach out to them.
Okay, very good. C, 145 Main Street condo number 107. Would like to relinquish allocation entirely. I see this is tied up with item D also. Is this something that should be addressed separately, or?
No, I think these are two separate.
Oh, that's right, 107 too, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, 145 Main Street condo 107 would like to relinquish allocation entry. Entirely, I'm sorry.
I'd like to relinquish allocation.
So this is the letter that we have from DR Real Estate.
That's what I'm asking. I think it looks like it is a letter from
And
DR
there is
Real
no
Estate.
application per se, because it's not an application, they're just trying to.
Yeah, and I'm unaware of this one. I'm familiar with the next one, but not this one.
Is there, no one's online to represent this one? Okay.
It appears-
To relinquish their service, I mean, they don't necessarily need the board's approval for that. That's just a request to the town to have the service shut off.
So long as they are current on their utility
Utility
payments.
payments, yeah.
Oh, I see, and they're trying to relinquish their billing account associated, they put in that first sentence. Then they go on to say that they are in the process of putting together documentations to formally document the unusable status of the unit. So I'm not sure what that entails.
Nobody's come into my office about this unit in
Okay.
particular, so I would recommend that they come see me first.
Yeah.
And then we can proceed, depending on the status of that unit.
I agree. I think we need more information before
Yeah,
we
so they
can move.
purchased this property, I mean, based on the letter, they purchased this property that they have no ability to use?
Well, they say there's never been any plumbing fixtures in there or bathroom.
There hasn't been since the flood. Or it was deemed unusable since the flood, and so they purchased it, and they haven't used it, but it does have service because it has an allocation.
Apparently, they have a $307.12 outstanding bill for water.
I mean, can we stop assessing them charges while we determine? I mean, I think that's their concern, right, is that they're,
I think under the stipulation that they pay the back balance.
yeah, under the stipulation that they pay the back time. They should have come to us sooner if they wanted it shut off before. I think
Right.
we have had an allocation, or we based our,
And if that's the direction we are going in, all they need to do is notify the town. They can choose either going on a pause, which they just will pay, I believe, about $30 every 6 months to maintain a pause on their service, or they can relinquish their allocation, but then if they choose to add it back in, they will then be subject to the connection fees.
yeah,
So it's really just a choice on their part if they want to either pause or,
good.
so. I
Yep.
think
yeah,
that it is-
yeah, that's true.
this isn't necessarily for us at this point, unless we hit a point here where they come and speak to you and you determine that everything's been unusable long enough and there's a reason that we should be considering, going.
Yeah, I'm more than happy to go out and inspect the unit. And just-
And, yeah, and if there is some process therein to determine that this is an unusable unit and it started a long time ago and I'm not exactly sure how we would go about establishing whether they should be relinquished from their,
Yeah, from the
Accounts?
back balance, I would agree. It's a tricky situation. It seems like you should have come to us before. We've had a bill, like we send you a bill.
Yeah.
Come and tell us if you think we shouldn't be.
So we don't know when she purchased this.
This unit has never
No.
come across my desk, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll table that until
I think so.
next meeting.
Let me run this one down a little bit.
Okay, and you and Aaron can do that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, next item on the agenda is 145 Main Street condo number 200 and 207. As a matter of record, would like to relinquish allocation to unit 200 and make unit 207 a 3-bedroom unit.
Yep, so, the Maleckis purchased the manager's unit at the mill. They went to the Development Review Board to combine the 2 units. So now they are looking to just have one water sewer account instead of 2 separate ones, because it will become 1 unit, at certificate of occupancy, so.
They're working through all the process, and
Mhm.
correct? Okay.
Yep. So I recommend that you do approve their
Yeah,
application.
it seems straightforward. Okay.
Do they only have, I mean, maybe I'm unfamiliar with how things work in the mill, but how do they get water service? Do they only have 1 pipe? Or do they have 2 pipes?
I'm not certain.
But what might help you know is we don't meter any services here in the town, so it
Oh,
wouldn't
I
even.
get that, yeah.
it
I know
wouldn't-
that, I'm just curious if are there still actively 2 pipes that would enter into
That's a good question for
and
Joe.
feed?
I would think each
I would
unit
think
would have its
so.
own.
Yeah, I
Yes,
would think so too.
yes.
I just wonder
But-
if there's
There
any
will not be a
pro
wall
or
in there, it's
con.
gonna be 1 unit, so they're doing the gutting of the renovation right now.
Once the renovation's done, there will only be one
unit.
water unit in it, one income water.
Yeah, I think that would be, yeah, if there is only, are they gonna disconnect one? How does that work? I don't know if it matters anyway.
It wouldn't matter, it would be by how many bedrooms
How many
they say the
bedrooms?
final unit would have, so.
It's
to Paul based
Just
on
a
that.
curiosity more than anything else.
Yes.
Having enough fund to approve the request, do we need a motion on that?
Yes.
I'll move to approve the request to relinquish one unit and allocate one for the 3 bedrooms.
I second that motion.
Motion made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Next unit, item E, 190 Main Street apartment. Would like to temporarily appeal and pause water/sewer charges. We have a letter in our packet from Lisa Del Tufo, authorized representative at 190 Main Street, Maine, Vermont, LLC.
It's the same name on
Yeah, I'm
the,
unfamiliar with this one as well, so it sounds like Lisa needs to come speak with us, because I have not spoken with her about any of these.
same representative for the DR Real Estate LLC.
This one, I had tried to pull some information about it before the meeting, just so I could learn about it a little more. My understanding on this one, and I'm not sure if they know this, it's already in the pause status on this account. So they already are in a status where they are only being charged the $30 every 6 months to remain in that pause status. So they aren't currently being billed on the quarterly amount that normally would be out there. So, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Slingers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
So if they already are in that pause status, they either can choose to remain in that pause status and just pay the $30 every 6 months. If they believe they are going to put that apartment or unit into play again. The only other choice they have is to relinquish their allocation, and then they can have no bill whatsoever, but then they'll be subject to reconnection charges at that time. So, but either case, I don't believe that the board has to take any action on either of those. Those are just a matter of working with the water department to make that choice. At this point, there's no balance on their account. There's the total of $29.69 balance that they get charged every 6 months. So that's the only balance on the account.
Yeah, I see that.
So I think that's all I have to share on that one, though. I don't know if there's any action that the board can take to make any changes for them.
Table that till next one.
Thank you.
Okay. Item F, 142 Brooks Road, new construction seeking a 4-bedroom allocation. And we have an attached letter and a diagram and some.
So, George Fiore is on the call, and I've been working with him on this one. George purchased the property that he would like to phase the development of. He would like to first build a 1-bedroom accessory dwelling unit, and then 5 or so years down the road, build like an additional, I believe, 3 bedrooms. So in the meantime, he has to go and get his leach field and well and everything, well, not well, because we're using the Water Commission, but the septic system has to get engineered and designed and built. So while he's getting that all engineered and designed, getting it approved by the state, he understands that to have the 4-bedroom allocation, he doesn't want to be paying for 4 bedrooms that don't exist yet. So I'm recommending that we approve the 4-bedroom, and then we don't turn on the additional 3 until he comes in for a permit for that new home down the road, which isn't going to be for at least 4 or 5 years. But I will permit, hopefully, the 1-bedroom ADU, and that way he can still get the leach field engineered for the 4 bedrooms. So down the road, when he does build that main residence, he can come back and turn it on when he comes in for a permit. But in the meantime, he needs to, like, the state needs us to approve the allocation request before they can approve the engineering drawings. So just the sequence of events. And we're probably going to see more of these coming along since the state has been pushing for more ADUs as well. So.
Okay.
Well, I move that we approve the application, and it sounds like we'll start at a 1 to 3 bedroom allocation, but we'll approve the 4-bedroom allocation.
I believe we need to approve the 4-bedroom now, so you can get that wastewater
But he only wants-
approved at the state.
But it
for
wants to be
engineering.
built for the 1 to 3 bedroom
Right,
allocation.
so
And
for
he's only
now, he'll
supposed
only
to
get
use-
billed for the 1 to 3, and then when he comes into my office to permit the additional bedrooms, then we'll go ahead and start that service for the additional 3 bedrooms and billing him for that.
It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I move to
It
approve.
makes sense, yeah. I don't know if we've done this before, but
No, I mean, on our side, we just need the application for the 1 to 3, and then for him to apply for the 4-bedroom when it hits that point, but I understand he needs.
yeah, he has to do certain
Yeah.
things with the state. and
Sorry,
certain
I have no
order.
problem approving the 4-bedroom.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I'm
allocation.
comfortable doing that.
Okay.
All right.
So I move to approve the 4-bedroom allocation for 71 Coolidge Ave.
All right.
Second.
I have a motion approved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Negative? The motion carries. I think we're all set on those. Item 9, review and possibility approve changes to Thompson Avenue Water Line Action Plan.
Just an update, so this is a carryover from the last couple of meetings we've had, and Logan, I can fill you in on the backstory on some of the drinking water issues we've been having at the end of Thompson Avenue. But to update the commissioners, from the last time, Dan's water treatment service was installed at both homes on March 11th. And so far, so good. So, so the next steps are, as soon as we have multiple days of warm weather, we will dig up the curb stop, and water, wastewater, and highway department will investigate at the curb stop in terms of what's happening there as well. Maybe take a core sample to determine if that is the source of the issue that we've been having. When they do that, the thought is to also install another 6-inch valve on that south of those 2 properties. So then we will have 2 valves, and we can really control the flow and hopefully pinpoint if need be. So that's the update. Nothing else to approve.
Just a comment, the 2 units have been installed at both of residences, and built, we took care of the bill payment.
Yes.
Is this something it's not an ongoing monthly, yearly payment, it's paid for and done with? So therefore, even if we get the water fixed, they're still going to be able to use that water system, or that purified
Yes,
system?
yes.
Okay.
Yep,
And no additional cost?
no additional cost.
Okay, good. You
We
read
did
that?
discover the
Yes.
horseshoe when we did install the 6-inch valve on that horseshoe. We thought it was a 4-inch pipe. It's a 6-inch pipe. So just a little, as you dig things up, you never know.
Yep.
And we discovered that. So I will pass around this very coveted map that I have, that I would like back.
They had mentioned they felt like the flow of water to the hydrant at that end was slow. Do you remember them mentioning things like that?
That the water pressure is a
There was
little
no
bit.
pressure at the hydrant.
Yeah.
We didn't find anything that would change that or explain that.
I have not heard if, as a result of the work we've recently done there, if that water pressure has changed.
Okay.
So maybe Joe could check on
Yes.
for
Yep.
future reference in case there's a request for fire.
Yep. So that's my update.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Item 10 on the agenda is municipal manager updates.
Just a few things that we've been working on. Just want to thank everyone for the support of the merger. We were able to, thanks to Logan, we were able to deliver to the Secretary of State's office the packet. He hand-delivered that on April 1st to the Secretary's office, and then he did have some different meetings with, and you're here, so I don't need to speak for you, but you'd had some different meetings with committee members and representatives, so that hopefully we can maybe get this moved a little bit further in this legislative session.
Great.
So
Yep.
stay tuned on that in terms of the merger. I can let Logan kind of answer anything in particular about that.
Yeah, just to add, I've had some more conversations today, too. Penny might not know, because she might not have checked her email, but I just emailed you.
Oh, awesome.
I have heard from the Secretary of State's office. They forwarded to the legislature. I've been in contact with some lawyers from the legislature. They are working on the draft. They know that we need, from here it will be introduced as a bill, basically, and then the bill will get taken up by the legislature. I'm cautiously optimistic. It sounds like it has a chance of moving this year. We are still, for now anyway, planning for it to be implemented July of next year, just to give us a runway. But if the legislature passes it this year, it just makes it a little more certain for us to be able to plan for how we deal with the transition from here on out. More time to potentially get people elected instead of just doing select board appointments, I think was our original plan. So we can start to deal with some of that.
Excellent.
Great, thank you for doing that.
Yep.
A couple of other things that we're working on. In Aaron's shop, we are looking at updating the municipal plan. According to Vermont state statutes, we have to update that every 7 years or so. We are doing something a little bit different in terms of asking our elected officials what they think in terms of the important pieces of the municipal plan. What are some visioning, guiding principles, criteria, guardrails, whatever you want to call it. I call it leadership or leader's intent for that municipal plan that is supposed to guide us into the future. That coupled with our zoning map there really should be, like I said, providing the breadcrumbs for where we want Ludlow to go in the future and how we want it to look and where we want development. And so we are planning on having a working session with the select board, the trustees, the DRB, and the planning commission, a 2-hour working meeting, if you will, that's facilitated, just to talk about some of those things before we jump into redlining the municipal plan. That doesn't mean we're going to take years and years and years to do this. So we are asking Mountain Escutney Regional Commission to help facilitate that conversation to keep kind of things moving. So once again, we need to utilize that municipal plan the way that it was originally developed. And it's very good what it has in it. We need to tighten up some of the goals, objectives, and desired future condition. And then once we complete that, we not only then will have a guiding document, we can use that for bigger grants to tier off of things like the Better Connections grant and to go after big, maybe some of the wastewater treatment facility, big ticket money that we're looking for. Okay?
I mean, I know Aaron knows this, preaching the choir, I'm sure, but when I was, in my time at Mark, I was always kind of pushing people to just literally write the word in there that you like to pursue grants for infrastructure projects. I know it sounds dumb, but it really does make a difference, and I did a lot of grant writing, and just being able to quote and highlight a page from the municipal plan that said, like, we want a grant to do this project, and a specific project call out was like, it's gold for grant writing. And so anything that we can do that in, and if we're going around to department heads or commissioner members and just saying, like, hey, what's like your top 4 projects that you want to do? And if we can call those specific projects out in the town plan, and knowing we have to do it every 7 years, I feel like we have an opportunity to kind of take advantage of some of that stuff, and I'd love to see us do that.
Yes. Yep.
I believe it's every 8 years, and this, our
8,
updated
okay.
plan will be
Thank you.
due September 2027.
Oh.
So we have a little little over a year. to
Great time.
Sometime to write that in, yeah.
Mhm.
Great time.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got some good things coming.
Yeah,
Like it.
that's it for now. Thank you.
Thank you. Other business, the only thing I have is the FEMA. Have we heard anything, or is anything in the works in the near future? or is
For
it-
the wastewater treatment facility,
Right.
they have provided a number. We are haggling over insurance estimates
Mhm.
to the tune of 1.1 million, so I feel like it's worth haggling over. The estimate that FEMA identified in terms of insurance money that Ludlow was apparently paid is estimated at 1.9 million. We were paid from VLCT $751,000 for damage to the wastewater
Excuse me,
treatment.
from VLTC?
VLCT from the league.
Vermont League
League of
Cities and
Cities
Towns.
and Towns, yep, VLCT. So that leaves approximately 1.1 million that's somewhere not accounted for, that should be accounted for in the estimate to reconstruct. So we're kind of going back and forth on that. I think that's a big dollar amount that I'm not kind of willing to leave on the table.
Right, definitely.
So
Great.
that's where we're at.
Okay.
We've also, as of last week, we have applied for congressional directive spending through Senator Sanders' office for rebuilding and relocating the wastewater treatment facility. So this is a line item that Congress can provide to entities like us. And so we've requested 19 million for that project. So might be a long shot, but if we were to receive that with the FEMA reimbursement, that will get us there in terms of new treatment plant. Probably more than you wanted to know, but that's kind of where we're at.
No,
So we'll
that's
see.
it's good. It's good. And now that we have the property in place, then we've got that on our side, so.
Very much so. Thank you very much again for that.
Okay, any other old business, or new business, any business? Item 12 is set date and time for next meeting, which I guess is May 5th at 5 PM,
5 at 5.
Cinco de Mayo.
5/5/25.
Yeah, that says 2020.
This should say 26, actually.
It's at 26. I will be out
Well,
of
she
town
was
that
probably
day,
thinking
so
5/5/25.
You won't be, you
I'll
won't
be
be
out of
available.
town. We will be on a cruise in the Caribbean.
That was, you're excused.
We're not going to talk about
Okay, and
that.
I'm sorry. Pencils down.
We may have had this same cruise booked in December, and my daughter may have fallen in the tub and split her chin open the night before we left. She needed 3 stitches. And fingers crossed that,
Nothing happened this time, yeah.
but in theory, I will be out of town that week.
Okay.
So should we plan for the alternative day for the following week on that Tuesday, the 12th?
I don't know how you guys normally deal with that. I mean, I feel like with a 3-member board, if one of you catches a cold, then you're screwed, but it's up to you.
That's normal.
We can deal with that if that
Move-
situation
move it?
Yeah,
arises too.
to move it, yeah. I would make a motion to move it to the,
The 12th? Okay, I second that.
okay, we're gonna move the next month meeting to May 12th for personnel reasons of 2026. All those in favor of that? I guess we don't really need a motion, but we've got it approved, so. Agenda items for next meeting, I'm sure we'll have plenty to discuss at that time. Obviously, the normal procedures, if anybody has anything they want to put into the agenda, just to notify you and get that added. Do we need any executive session for anything?
I do not.
Okay, last item is a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
I second that.
All those in favor? Aye.
All right.
Opposed? We have adjourned at 5:45.